Hey guys, so today I'm going to be looking at more Am I Wrong stories. So yeah, let's just get right into the video. My mother-in-law moved in with us a month ago. I began to notice my stuff in the bedroom being touched, furniture rearranged, stuff moved, etc. I felt like I was going crazy because my husband is the only one who has access to the bedroom and he doesn't usually touch nor come near my things. I figured it must be his mum walking in and snooping on my personal things. I told my husband and he said his mum would never. I had a huge hunch but couldn't install a cam in the bedroom to catch her in the act. So I got me one of those fake positive pregnancy tests and threw it in the bedroom's trash can. Note, the trash can was placed in the corner near the closet. Literally the next day after I got to work, I got tons of calls and texts from my in-laws congratulating me for my pregnancy. My husband came over to my workplace and was all worked up about it, asking since when was I pregnant and why I didn't tell him. I asked how he found out and he said his mum found the positive test in the trash can in the bedroom. I asked if his answer just confirmed that she's been snooping in the bedroom all along. He had a realization moment but demanded we stick to the bigger issue. I said there was no bigger issue because the positive test was fake and this whole thing was done to expose my mother-in-law snooping. He was not convinced. He had me take an actual test right in front of him and he was livid, asking how could I lie about such a thing and break his mum's heart since I know very well that she longs for kids. I got a lot of hate because of this from him. His mum and family are now calling me a liar and manipulator. Wow. Well, she did prove a point that her mother-in-law is snooping and her husband just didn't believe it. I do kind of feel bad for the husband though if he was excited about the pregnancy and then realizes it was just a fake one. But it's not like she did that to hurt his feelings, you know. Like she didn't do it as like a prank to be like, haha, I'm actually not. She just did it to try to catch his mum. And I do feel like if the mum found out that she was pregnant, right? You shouldn't be telling everyone. Like, the mother-in-law should not be the one announcing it to everyone. And honestly though, I don't think she told any lies because it wasn't like she was like, oh guys, I'm pregnant. Jokes, I'm not. It's just the fact that her mother-in-law likes snooping and told everyone else. So now everyone else thinks she's lying when she didn't even tell anyone that she was pregnant. My girlfriend is absolutely beautiful and most of her friends are also physically attractive women as well and they like to party with rich men they meet. My girlfriend and I have been together for a couple of years. I make a decent living but I am not NBA rich. I don't have a trust fund. I'm not a tech millionaire. I just make a very good salary and bonuses. Enough to have paid off a good portion of my house and to have graduated without debt. I want to retire young enough to enjoy my life, so I invest and save most of my money. Not all. I'm still enjoying my life now. I am taking us to an all-inclusive in Jamaica for New Year's, but she's jealous of her friends. They get lavish gifts and they go out for dinner all the time. She loves me and we have plans for the future, but she keeps bringing up all the things her friends get from the make admirers. This girl just doesn't sound grateful. You have such a good partner and you're going to be jealous of your friends. I finally snapped and said that I could not afford to be a sugar daddy. She said her friends aren't like that. So I pointed out that they literally do not make enough money to support the lifestyles they have. I pointed out that one of them drives a 100k Lexus and she works part-time at a restaurant as a hostess. She says that I'm calling her friends sex workers, which I would not do, and judging them. So I asked her to explain how her friends afford dinner out at very expensive restaurants while earning minimum wages in some cases. So now she thinks I'm being a jerk for making what I feel are appropriate observations. She asked if I consider her that way because I pay for everything and earn 6 times what she does. I told her no, that I'm proud to have a teacher for a girlfriend, but she's still sulking. I feel like there shouldn't even have been a problem from the girl, honestly. She's just making a problem. She's just not grateful for the life that she has. You know, like if your friends are like that, it doesn't mean you gotta be like your friends. Maybe they're just actually not happy, but they're just using the money to make them happy, you know? Who knows? Maybe their relationship isn't even like a good one. Just because someone is getting all the gifts and go out for dinner every day doesn't mean that their relationship is goals. You never know what happens behind those doors. So I feel like she should just be happy in her relationship. And yeah, we usually do intermittent fasting, meaning we don't eat after 5 p.m. But when I'm on my period, my appetite gets several times bigger. Last night, I craved for a chicken sandwich with chili, and I asked my mother-in-law whether she wanted any. She said no, she wasn't hungry, and since my husband doesn't eat that, I only made one. I quickly gobbled it up, and when my mother-in-law came into the kitchen again, the plate was already wiped clean. She asked me in shock, "You're done that fast?" I was pretty embarrassed and told her it's my favorite. Then she said, "You didn't think to at least offer people staying in the house with you a bite?" I was confused and told her, "But you said you weren't hungry, and Jake doesn't eat at this hour." She said you didn't think to store some in the fridge in case I do get hungry. I told her I'm sorry, I really didn't think that far ahead. I'll make a new one. But then I remembered that we were all out of chili and sheepishly told her I'm gonna go buy some. She told me to not bother, but I insisted. But even after looking at several convenience stores, I couldn't find the brand I was looking for, and since it was nearly midnight by then, I didn't have many options. I called Jake and asked him what I should do, and he told me to just get one from a snack near us. When I got home though and brought it to my mother-in-law, she refused to eat it and said, "I told you to forget it, I don't eat takeout." She insisted she didn't want it, nor did she want anything else as she wasn't hungry, that she just smelled the chili earlier and wanted a bite. I told her, "Okay, if you need anything, let me know." I went to the kitchen and ate that sandwich too. The next day, Jake and I wake up to find mother-in-law gone with a text sent to my husband that says she won't be putting her foot in our house ever again for the amount of disrespect I showed her. Apparently, she did get hungry later and went looking for the sandwich and couldn't find it. What's wrong with her, man? Oh my gosh. Jake was livid that I ate that one too and told me this is my fault and I should go with him to apologize to her. I got angry too and told him why couldn't she just ask directly instead of going around all these circles in the first place. He ignored me and grabbed his jacket and keys and left. Am I really in the wrong here? No, she did so much to try to make that sandwich again. She went to the store to try to buy the chili. Like, she sounds like such a good daughter-in-law. Like, everyone gets annoyed when you ask someone, "Hey, do you want something? Do you want something to eat?" And they say no. And then you get your food and they're like, "Hey, can I get some of that? Can I get half of that, please?" I asked you if you wanted something. Honestly. The fact that this person bought her mother-in-law another sandwich and then her mother-in-law was like, "No, I don't eat takeout." Then you obviously mean what you say, right? You don't eat takeout, then someone else is going to eat it then. Like, don't say something you don't mean then. That's so annoying. Imagine you telling someone, "Hey, this is the last slice of the cake. Do you want some?" And they're like, "No." And then you just eat it and then they get angry. Bro, I already asked you if you wanted some. Alright, moving on. I have a 1-year-old son called Rue with my boyfriend Sean. I'm North African and Sean is Asian. Our son happens to look like a carbon copy of him. We joke that my genes weren't used at all in the creation of this baby, so I'm aware that he doesn't look like his mine. I was at the grocery store picking up a few things when this woman came up and started a conversation with me. She was asking about Rue, how old he was, his name, things like that. Then she asked how long I'd been nannying for his parents. I assumed she thought that initially because I'm kind of young and I know most people don't have kids as early as I did. So I told her that actually I was his mother. She sort of frowned, looked between my baby and then me before saying, "But he's Asian?" She said the word Asian in a really weird tone, like she didn't like saying it. The mature thing probably would have been to tell her that he's Asian because his dad is Asian and biracial people do in fact exist. But instead, I just gasped dramatically and went, "Oh my god, are you serious?" I picked up Rue and held him at eye level while asking how he was able to pull the long con on me and hide his true identity for so long. He giggled, which made me laugh, and the lady looked bright red and very annoyed because people were looking at us. She told me that she was just surprised because he doesn't look anything like me, and I replied that I was surprised too, obviously, because today is the first day I even took in any of his ethnic features. Then she said that I could have just answered the question she was obviously asking instead of making a public scene. She walked off still looking pissed, but I just finished getting what we needed and then left. I was telling my mom about it because she called when I got back to the house, and she also thinks I should have just informed the woman that my son's father is Asian instead of acting like a fool in the middle of the produce section. Maybe it was a bit of a jerk move to do it the way I did, but I mean, if I tell you the kid is mine and you think the kid doesn't look like me, wouldn't the next best conclusion be that they look like their other parent? I just want outside opinions on if I was being wrong about this. Nah, I don't think they're wrong, honestly. If someone tells you, "Oh, that's actually my kid," then you should just be like, "Oh, nice, adorable." Okay, I don't know how to talk to people with kids, but I'm just saying, if someone already tells you that, you shouldn't be questioning it any further and be like, "What? That's your kid? How?" You know, you don't be like, but he's Asian and you're not Asian, then how's he your kid? Are you dumb? Oh my gosh. Dumb people do deserve to get caught out, honestly. This person deserves to get caught out. Oh my gosh, seriously, it's just so ignorant. Well, that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Tell me in the comments down below what your thoughts are. And as always, thanks for watching. Hope you guys liked it. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.